Hi, it's Regina and I am back with another video. So today I am making a fried oyster mushroom taco. Or is it a fajita? I don't know, because I'm actually using the flatbread recipe that I used in a previous video. That will be the base, and then I'll fill it with this wonderful fried oyster mushrooms. Yes, mushrooms, not oyster, but they call it oyster mushrooms because of the shape. It looks like oysters. So when I smell it, I pick up the scent of a little bit of licorice, but it doesn't taste like that. It has a very clean, fresh taste. And what I'm gonna do today is season it up really well, and then I'm gonna batter it in buckwheat flour as well as spelt flour, half and half, and then I'm going to shallow fry, not completely deep fry, but shallow fry it. Now, a little word about mushrooms. Now, when you're cleaning them, you want to make sure you don't submerge them in water like you do other fruit or vegetables, because mushrooms are very porous and you don't want it to be too wet or soggy, or that's going to change the texture and the outcome of your recipe. So you want to take a damp towel and wipe them off stem by stem, section by section, and then that's all that's needed. Okay? And once these are done, I'm going to dress them in some arugula, some cherry tomatoes, as well as that wonderful Chipotle pepper cheese that I made in a previous video. It's actually the cashew cheese that I made. So I will link that video so you can put all of these elements together to make this wonderful meal.
Okay, let's get started. After you've taken a damp towel to clean all of the mushrooms, take a sharp knife and remove the mushrooms from the stem and separate them. In a separate bowl, you're going to measure out 1/2 cup of buckwheat flour, 1/2 cup of spelt flour. And to the flour, you'll add 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of nutritional yeast, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and 1 teaspoon of dried garlic. Next, you'll add 1/2 cup of your favorite unflavored sparkling water. You may need more, but you just want to make sure that the batter adheres to the oyster mushrooms. At this point, you'll begin heating your pan over medium-high heat. Add your oyster mushrooms to the batter and coat well. At this point, you're going to add about 1 cup of oil to your pan, or just enough to make sure that it's about 1 inch from the bottom of the pan. Now, although I've used coconut oil for this recipe, I prefer using either avocado oil or grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil and avocado oil can withstand much higher cooking temperatures, whereas coconut oil and olive oil are very delicate, and high temperatures can destroy the beneficial properties. Now you want to carefully add the battered oyster mushrooms to the oil. Once the mushrooms have achieved a nice crispy brown coat, it's time to remove them. Cooking time is about 1.5 to 2 minutes. Now, if you've already prepared your basic flatbread recipe, you can go ahead and heat it up about 1 minute per side. And here comes the fun part. Let's start plating and building our fajita. Now you can add whatever toppings you want: cherry tomatoes, green onions, avocado, cilantro, whatever you want. Just make it your own. Once we're done adding our toppings and garnishes, We'll top it off with our Chipotle cashew cheese.
And there you have it, oyster mushroom taco on a simple basic flatbread recipe and the creamy cashew chipotle, smoked chipotle cheese. Enough said. See you on the next video.